Sri Lanka's biggest university-level sports event is back. Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022 powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Official gaming monitor, ViewSonic Gaming. Organized by Gamer.LK and InGame Esports. For updates from the event, make sure to check university.gamer.lk.
You stay and use more data bow one data bow one.
A non-stop journey with data bow one from SLT-MOBITEL home broadband.
bittara දාන්න නැත්තම් ගිහින් දාන්න වෙයි.
UHD quality video streaming samaga internet like a boss. SLT-MOBITEL fiber.
A non-stop journey with data bow one from SLT-MOBITEL home broadband.
என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு பேபி உன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு பேபி நம்ம வீட்டை சுத்தி வந்தா எப்படி இருக்கும்? நமக்குனா 12 வேணும்.
பல்வேறு உபகரணங்களை இணைத்திடலாம். இன்டர்நெட் like a boss. SLT-MOBITEL fiber.
SLT-MOBITEL fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Sri Lanka's biggest university-level sports event is back. Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022 powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Official gaming monitor, ViewSonic Gaming. Organized by Gamer.LK and InGame Esports. For updates from the event, make sure to check university.gamer.lk.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship powered by SLT-MOBITEL. And today we are here for semi-final number 2 of Arena of Valor. And we do have 2 ESOFT teams taking part, if I'm not mistaken. So we did have one finalist qualify yesterday. It was ESOFT that went through, beating out University of Mortar, the defending champions for the overall title. But for Arena of Valor itself, we are definitely confirmed to have 2 ESOFT teams taking part in the finals. But having said that, we will see the 2 teams today from ESOFT battle it out to be representing their university in the grand finals. And just talking a little bit about the tournament itself, this is the largest inter-university sporting event in the country. We have had over 1,200 gamers registering up for the tournament, as well as 64 universities across the board taking part in the tournament as well. So a lot of players and a lot of universities have come on board to participate and take away the title from University of Mortar. And also a massive shout out to SLT-MOBITEL as well. And if you're in the market, if you're looking for the best connection possible in the country, SLT-MOBITEL fiber is the way to go, giving you the lowest latency possible as well as the best of download speeds. And if you are a competitive gamer, you know that SLT fiber, you already know that SLT fiber is the way to go, especially due to the a low latency that SLT-MOBITEL fiber offers. And on top of that, even if you are a casual gamer, or even if you're not a gamer, and if you're just watching videos or downloading stuff, SLT fiber is the fastest possible connection that you can get in the country. And of course, you can stream at Ultra HD without any buffering problems, whether it's YouTube or any other streaming platform. You will not run into issues. But having said that, we are going to be getting straight into the game. It is going to be ESOFT taking on ESOFT here in this semi-final number 2. Just going through the drafting phase. Hopefully we won't have any connectivity issues from any of the players. Yesterday we did see a little bit of it from one of the players. Obviously, definitely not using SLT-MOBITEL fiber. So if you guys are facing any sort of problems, SLT-MOBITEL fiber is the way to go to negate all your connection issues. Having said that, just going through the motions here, the 2 teams are just picking up what they're comfortable with, drafting against the other team. We'll have to wait and see how both teams perform. Yesterday, it was a very tight game number 1 between University of Mortar and ESOFT, where Mortar did have the upper hand in game number 1, but just kind of fell apart for them towards the latter stages of the game, where ESOFT was able to keep up with the net worth or the goal difference. They were able to keep ahead, even though they had lost map advantage. But they were able to come back pretty strong in that game number 1. But in game number 2, it was a very dominant performance coming out from ESOFT. And if these guys have been practicing together, we are in for a very good matchup here in this semi-final number 2. Again, for those of you who do not know what Arena of Valor is, it is quite similar to games like Dota 2 or League of Legends if you are a PC gamer, and if you're a mobile gamer, it is quite similar to Mobile Legends as well. The same game mechanics apply, and it's almost pretty much the same. It's just a little bit of differences here and there in terms of the champions that you have to select. But it does start off standard with one jungler, one top lane, and two bottom with the marksman and the support being the bottom duo for both the sides. Initially going in for that blue buff, the jungler. And meanwhile, bottom lane, it's actually going to be a 2v1. We have a two-player mid matchup here. Very unorthodox, I must say. Putting a little bit of emphasis on that mid lane by the looks of it. But yeah, now he is going to be rotating bottom. Again, this hero here, I'm not entirely sure what it's called. The hero with the hook, the support player, has been the pick across the board. Yesterday, both matches, we did see both teams pick it up as a support slash tank. And this time around as well, meanwhile, top lane, we might have a little bit of an engagement, doing a little bit of damage, just chip damage early on from both the sides here. But next evolution from ESOFT is off to a decent start, getting the goal advantage. It's very minimal, but they do have the advantage for the time being. So for those of you who do not know, the tournament itself, the Inter-University Esports Championship, hosted by Gamer.LK, has been happening for 6 consecutive years, and this is the 7th iteration of it, and we have had over 6 different winners so far, so no repeat champions as of yet. We might see that change this time, or we might see, oh, meanwhile, a hook into the tower here on the bottom lane. He manages to flash out, taking a lot of damage, and they get both the kills. A good retaliation coming in, but the support is going to be coming in from Infinity Legends here, and they are going to make it a full wipe on that bottom lane. Coming out ahead here, they do lose 3 heroes on the side of Infinity Legends, and they only lose the one on the side of Next Evolution. Looked a little bit good for a moment there, but the rotations were there in time from Next Evolution to turn the tides and get the favorable trade, and already off to a 1k net worth lead as well. Actually, yeah, it's around 1k net worth lead already in favor of Next Evolution. So right now the early engagements going in favor, 4-2, action-packed game so far. A lot of early engagements. Hook shot misses yet again, but that initial hook, it was actually bait and switch, and they managed to get Mina stun onto. He is just way too tanky. We did see this yesterday as well. Meanwhile, looking to take the dragon here. Needs to be careful. There is retaliation coming in. The hook shot misses from the side of Infinity Legends there. But we have more numbers coming in. The jump in from that mid laner, going in, doing so much of damage, manages to back off here, and they will get one. They're looking for more here. Oh, the heal, the sustain coming out from Next Evolution, keeping themselves alive. The dragon is quite low here, and they are low in terms of HP as well. They might actually lose a player to the dragon. Oh no, they just got the dragon, and they will lose it. The retaliation is going to be there, the flash forward, and they will lose 2 players for that dragon. Might lose the third as well, trying to juke it out through the bushes, and he will get away. But it was a decent start coming out for Next Evolution here, getting the dragon buff and getting a couple of kills to boot as well. But net worth wise, it's still pretty even between the two teams. A bit of extra gold with the turtle being taken on the river. The hook shot there is going to be good enough to slow, but no follow up with that. Top lane in the meantime taking a little chip damage. The support is going to come in, and yeah, both players are here to defend their top tank here. Again, like I said, it's quite an even game. Just still that just the 1k lead going in favor of Next Evolution. Just around 4.5 minutes into the game. Still anyone's game. Tower yet to fall. Hookshot misses again. Just faking the recall a little bit there, here and there, just spamming it out. Meanwhile, on the river, we might see an engagement. Needs to be careful. They do not have vision in this area. Meanwhile, the top lane also for the side of Next Evolution is quite low. The engagement is going to be there into the jungler here, and the jump in from the mid lane taking so much of damage. Is the ignite going to be enough? Taking so much of damage. The skill shot misses, and he will be able to get away. Good support coming in, and they are going to be going in for the Slayer as well. A lot of buffs being taken here, a lot of early aggression. Meanwhile, the bottom tower does fall, And Infinite Legend gets a tower advantage for the time being, and they will get the Dark Slayer here. And now for the engagement here, the fight, a full-on team fight, almost a full-on team fight. They are missing one player here, a couple of players here actually. And now the retaliation coming in from the top lane as well. They get one, they get two, they get three kills here, getting the fourth as well. Looking for the fifth player, and he is going to be able to get out, I think. Yeah, he is going to be able to get out for the time being. But a huge engagement and a huge win for Next Evolution. They are getting the Slayer as well as multiple kills on the top lane. 11-5 lead now, and now building up on the net worth lead again. Falling low. ITLW needs to be careful. He will be able to back off, at least for the time being. Again, they did lose that bottom tower for that. That's why the net worth difference is not that big. The push coming out from the marksman on the side of Infinite Legends managing to push out that tier 1 tower. So that was the first tower to fall in this game. In the bottom lane, we might see an engagement here. The start is going to be good enough, and the kill, that was a solo pick off there. Marksman versus marksman, Next Evolution coming out on top in that engagement, and that's another kill going in their favor. Looking to go for this bottom tower here. The jump in is going to be there. The stun, the slow, the support is going to come in. They will get the tower, but now the retaliation is going to be there. They will find one. They are looking for the second as well. He's so tanky, but three heroes surrounding him will get the kill, and might be a bit a bad idea. Daze coming in there. He was dazed there for a moment, but he will manage to get out. Might have lost another there if he did stay around. But again, just the kill is just now building up. It's 14-6 here, and now the net worth is starting to show, and they're going for the next dragon as well. The Next Evolution looking to close this game out really soon, and just absolute dominant performance from the get-go from them, and that's the Abyssal Dragon defeated as well. Mid lane. Needs to be careful. He is quite low. He will be backing off for the time being. Builds himself up. Might see another engagement on this mid lane. They might try to go on ITLW. He manages to kind of dash out of there. The engagement misses. Oh, he's so low there, but the jump in from the sideline, and the control is not good enough, but the hook shot is going to be on to the tankiest guy on the side, and he will back off. Meanwhile, top lane, we do have an engagement here. It's a 2v1. Manages to get the flash out, the flash forward again, and they will find that kill onto Luka. And that's very much needed. Meanwhile, bottom lane though, they might lose Lux there, and that's the marksman going down yet again. He's definitely not finding the space to farm right now. A lot of map presence and a lot of aggression coming out from the side of Next Evolution, keeping him at bay and just not allowing him to farm here. And they might actually go for another dragon here. Meanwhile, they do find another player here. There's going to be in a bit of trouble here. Will get put down, and they will get a free dragon. And meanwhile, Slayer, who did it go in favor of? I did not see who got the Slayer. I think it was Infinite Legends, but they will claim this dragon by the looks of it, uncontested. There is no rotation coming in to try and contest this, so they will get a dragon here. Meanwhile, the Slayer is going to be walking down that mid lane. The Holy Dragon has been defeated, so multiple buffs on the side of that's 3 dragons for the side of Next Evolution. The hook shot is going to be there to 9, and he will be able to get off. He was dazed for a moment, but there was no follow-up coming out from the side of Next Evolution. He's going to be able to back off for the time being. But the net worth, again, like I said, strangely enough, Infinite Legends have been able to keep up with net worth. They might get this mid-tier 1. No, they don't. The defense is going to be there. The jump forward as well. He will get taken down right on the tier 1 tower. And now the jump forward, the initiation is so good. Not enough crowd control to take him out though, and is going to be able to back off. They will find just the one, and the dive into the tower. They will get a free kill. They're looking for more. The flash shot is going to be there. The skill shot misses, and they will back off. So that's 3 heroes dead on the side of Infinity Legends here. Kills wise, they're just booming, and now the net worth lead up to 4k right now. They really need that clutch engagement, which they are not finding. They need one good engagement to try and bring this game back. The beauty of Arena of Valor, the things can change, but the problem is very hard to change it as well. Once that goal difference hits in, and the item difference is just a little bit too hard to come back unless they do find pickoffs here and there. And if by the looks of Next Evolution, they are playing a very solid game, a very well organized team-oriented game here. And to be careful. He manages to blink out or TP out of there. Hookshot misses onto the mid lane. They're still trying to get some sort of map control by getting this tier 1 tower. Hook into the tower. Taking a little bit of damage only. Says he's going to be able to back off. They are doing a lot of damage to this tier 1 tower. They finally bring it down, and now the initiation comes in from the side. The crowd control, is it good enough? The retaliation is going to be there. They will find one. They're going to find another, and they are looking to clean things up, and that's going to be almost a full team wipe. Just a marksman on the side of Infinite Legends surviving, who was farming on in that bottom jungle there. And he's the only one to survive that onslaught coming out from Next Evolution, bringing in the numbers there. Hookshot misses again. Oh, skill shot's good enough. He might actually die to the tower. No, survives. Just a sliver of HP there, and he's going to be able to recall himself back to base. Again, the engagement's definitely not going in favor, and now the net worth lead is gone up to 6k, so these fights are just getting harder and harder to take. And as long as Next Evolution sticks together, they will be able to close this game out quite easily by the looks of it. But of course, it's going to be up to Infinite Legends to try and capitalize on some mistakes. The hookshot into the fog does not land anything, and they will find the Slayer here. Is it going to be contested? This is going to be a tough one. If they do get this Slayer, this might be another set of towers, and meanwhile, Delta finds another kill onto the marksman on the side of Infinite Legends. They will find the Slayer as well. They are trying to contest this on the side of Infinite Legends. They have jumped in, but they do not have the number. They're going to get shut down completely. 2 heroes left. Oh, the damage. He manages to blink out of there, and he is going to pay for it with his life, losing 3 heroes in the process. Lux actually fell down on that bottom lane, but the rest of them trying to contest that Slayer. And meanwhile, they're still trying to go in the tank here, trying to go in, doing quite a bit of damage, but it's just too much basically attack damage coming out from the side of Next Evolution. And meanwhile, a solo dragon is also being taken by Delta on that bottom side of the map. He's going to be able to clean this up, and that's going to be the 4th dragon claimed by the side of Next Evolution, and now almost a 10k goal lead here. Top tier 1 tower will finally fall. Trying to jump in. There is support coming in. The flash out just to dodge that hook, and the Slayer will be walking it down on the top lane. There isn't really any support to try and help him forward. They will back off in. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are trying to still take this tier 1 tower. They're looking for it. Haven't been able to find it so far. Only a little bit of HP left, just around 1000 HP left. They commit, they can take this. But again, Quattro is looking for that hook shot. He is looking for a key hook shot here, which he has not been able to find. Walking forward, Delta needs to be careful, gets hooked in, and this might be bad. And that's the marksman down on the side of Next Evolution, and the engagement breaks out here. This might be good, but no, the damage out from the item difference is just too much. The goal lead is just too much. ITLW manages to get a triple kill. That's 4 heroes down, might be the 5th as well, and that's a full-on team wipe on the side of Infinity Legends. Just losing Delta in the process, who was hooked in. Looked like a good engagement, taking out the marksman first, but it's just that Next Evolution is just too far ahead at this point for them to be able to take that. They need to pick them off. They can't afford to try and pick them off in front of the rest of the team. It's just the retaliation, the crowd control coming out, and just the sheer damage output coming out from Next Evolution, just a little bit too much. And looking to close things out, 14 minutes into the game already. The bottom tier 3 tower will fall, and they will back off for the time being. Might actually try to re-engage here. The hookshot misses completely. Looking to push down. That's a full 5-man push through that mid lane here. Hookshot yet again misses. They need to be careful of this. Top lane also being defended. The lanes are getting pushed in. That this is the problem. They need to take a fight and try to defend as well. This is the time that Infinite Legends can actually try and turn this game around as well. Try to hold off as much as possible. Try to find some farm that they desperately need. Try to turtle this long enough for them to make a comeback. And of course, Next Evolution is just looking for this fight one fight desperately that is needed to just close this game out by the looks of it. They haven't been able to find it. Okay, they might actually find this here. The jump in is going to be there from Lux. They are backing off for the time being, and they will find one. Looking for more here. The damage output coming out from Delta is just so much here. That's a second kill as well. That's a double kill for him. Looking for the triple, manages to flash out of there, keeping himself alive. But meanwhile, they are trying to chase down Luka here. Luka will manage to get out. A very much needed fight. It was in the end a 3-for-3 trade, but definitely one that Infinite Legends are going to be happy with. They have been losing out majority of the fights, but meanwhile, as I say that, they will lose one. The jump in coming from Sir? Am I pronouncing this right? Oh, it's SIRI actually. It's not L. Okay, sorry, my bad. That's underscore. That's SIRI actually jumping in to clean it out, and that's 4-3 trade. I think it was just Caster's curse, speaking a little bit too soon there. But I'm pretty sure Next Evolution is not too happy with it. The game is dragging on longer than they expected. Infinite Legends are putting out a really, really good fight here so far.
Keep your mouth shut.
Meanwhile, they are looking to take another Slayer down here. There is players rotating in little by little on the side of Infinite Legends to try and contest this, but will they get here fast enough is going to be the question. Oh, the jump in again from SIRI. He will pay for it with his life. The players were ready for it. And are they going to back off? They're still trying to take this Slayer. They need to be careful. And that's going to be Luka going down as well. Delta keeping his distance. There's so much of damage coming out from him. The damage is absolutely insane, but it's not going to be good enough, and they will lose out the fight. Double kill. And they will find the Slayer as well. What a turnaround. That's a full-on team wipe on the side of Next Evolution. Behind. They were 10k net worth behind, and they have come back, bringing it down to just a 5k deficit, and they will find the tier 2 tower mid. They might find the tier 3 as well. They will not respawn in time to defend this. Will they respawn in time to defend the Nexus, if I'm not mistaken? Is it still called Nexus in Arena of Valor? I'm not too sure. Oh, actually, this might be all over here. The jump in is going to be there, but what can SIRI do alone? He manages to find one, and it's not going to be good enough. Infinity Legends, what an absolute god tier comeback coming out from them. Next Evolution had the game in their palm, just threw it all away, just taking 1 or 2 bad engagements. That's all that was needed. And just an absolute standout performance coming out from them. So game number 1 goes in favor of a Next Evolution. So we will be having this a best of 3 series. So there is another 2 games to be played for the other side to come back. We'll have to wait and see how that works out for them. But just before we head into a small break, I want to remind you guys about the SLT-MOBITEL Esports platform. It is the biggest telco esports platform, which is open to absolutely everyone. And whether you are just starting out, or a seasoned veteran, SLT-MOBITEL has the right packages for you. So do check it out. They have multiple challenges for everyone who is a part of their community. They will reward you with their store, and of course, you can use local currency to buy in-game currency, as well as gift cards and tournament passes and much more. But yeah, with that, we will be heading into a very small break. Do stay tuned in with us. We will be back with game number 2 shortly. See you guys.
Sri Lanka's biggest university-level sports event is back. Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022, powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Official gaming monitor, ViewSonic Gaming. Organized by Gamer.LK and InGame Esports. For updates from the event, make sure to check university.gamer.lk.
stay and use more. Data Bow One, data Bow
A
One.
non-stop journey with Data Bow One from SLT-MOBITEL home broadband.
බිත්තර දාන්න නැත්තම් ගිහින් දාන්න වෙයි.
UHD quality video streaming සමග internet like a boss. SLT-MOBITEL fiber.
More data with low latency. Data Bow One, data Bow
A
One.
non-stop journey with Data Bow One from SLT-MOBITEL home broadband.
என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு பேபி உன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு பேபி நம்ம வீட்டை சுத்தி வந்தா எப்படி இருக்கும்? நமக்குன்னா 12 வேணும்.
പൽവർ ഉപകരണങ്ങളെ ഇണൈത്തിടലാം ഇന്റർനെറ്റ് like a boss. SLT-MOBITEL fiber.
SLT-MOBITEL fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Sri Lanka's biggest university level sports event is back. Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022 powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Official gaming monitor, ViewSonic Gaming. Organized by Gamer.LK and InGame Esports. For updates from the event, make sure to check university.gamer.lk.
Hi guys and welcome back. You're joining us live for Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship powered by SLT-MOBITEL, the fastest broadband connection in the country. if you're a gamer or if you're a casual, if you're a competitive gamer, a casual gamer, or even just a regular user, SLT-MOBITEL Fiber is the way to go, giving you the lowest latency as well as the best of download speeds as possible. Having said that, like I said, you're joining us for the Inter-University Sports Championship, and this is the biggest university level sporting event in the country, with over 1,200 university gamers as well as 64 universities that are taking part in the tournament. And a massive shout out to our official gaming monitor partner as well, ViewSonic Gaming. If you all haven't checked it out, make sure to head on over to the website and check out all the ViewSonic gaming monitors that is available. It's absolutely insane, and they have been part of a lot of the tournaments that has been happening in Sri Lanka. Having said that, we are into game number 1, and what an interesting game number 1 into game number 2, and what an interesting game number 1 we did have just a short while ago. Absolutely insane, and a massive comeback to take that game number 1, the side of Infinity, from ESOFT, just making a statement there that the game was not over until they say it's over. And they were able to just take 1 or 2 team fights. That's all it took to clean out and make that comeback to close out the game. So let's see whether the retaliation is going to be good enough coming out from the other side. Regardless, ESOFT is going to be happy with it. This is guaranteed first and second place for them after yesterday's semi-final, and today's semi-final number 2 will decide which ESOFT team will be facing which ESOFT team in the grand finals. But having said that, we are just about to start, just waiting on all the players to load in. And we did have a very fast drafting phase there, but in terms of hero pickups, it looks quite similar. At least the champion pickup looks quite similar to that previous game. I think just a little bit of changes. The marksman looks the same from both the side. Yeah, it's almost quite similar. Quarter on that same hero as well. So is ITLW. So it's quite a similar championship pickup. At least 3 to 6 champions from either side is almost quite similar. Yeah, so a lot of aggression being shown from both the teams early on in the game here, and Infinite Legends are actually trying to dictate the pace this time around here. Oh, Water taking quite a bit of damage, manages to back off for the time being. But yeah, the presence coming out from Infinite Legends are a lot more. Oh, lovely slow there, but he is going to be able to back off for the time being. So the recall is going to be there for Kotre. In the meantime, top lane might be in a little bit of trouble. A bit of a change here in terms of how they're laning this. Lux is actually going to be alone on the top lane. Normally you do see that marksman with the support bottom lane, so they have switched it up a little bit. Again, this can just be meta things which I'm not aware of. But yeah, it's as I say, that Lux is going to get taken down. Luka biding his time and looking for that perfect opportunity, will find that kill, and meantime they are looking to take the first dragon as well. The stun is going to be there. Who gets it actually? I did not see who got it. It was actually Next Evolution who got that kill, and the engagement is going to go in their favor as well, getting multiple kills, cleaning out house. One more player left. Freeze needs to be careful. SIRI trying to get out. He is going to be surviving for the time being, taking quite a bit of damage. Might go down here. One more hit, the flash forward as well, and he will clean it up. And that's going to be SIRI going down as well. Multiple heroes falling on either side, and as the dust settles, it's going to be a 4-for-4 with that kill happening on the top lane as well. Now the retaliation coming out here, the flash out there and leaving Lux alone there, and he will die. And that's your marksman going down, not something that you want to see. That's the second time he died as well. In a bottom lane, we do see another engagement here. Quite a bit of damage here. Just so much of sustain for the time being. And Sayas might go down here. One more shot. He survives. Manages to get the heal off. There is another player rotating and he jumps forward and the engagement is going to be good enough and they clean out both the kills. Again, off to a flying start on the side of Next Evolution. Off to a 1k net worth lead already. And of course, they did have the similar start in that game number 1. Could not close the game out and took it a little bit too late and allowed Infinity Legends to come back into that with just, 1 or 2 team fights here.
Line has disappeared. Send in the ballista.
Meanwhile, again, bottom lane. There is a gang coming in. Multiple, actually 4 heroes diving in here. They jump forward. The flash out from Delta as well, keeping himself alive, taking a lot of damage. One more hit and they will find it. Freeze is going to be able to clean it out. So trying to make things all even, but Lux in the meantime has fallen yet again. That's his 3rd death if I'm not mistaken. Bit of a tough game for him so far. He had a similar start but managed to get that farm up and managed to make a comeback later on into the game. They're trying to take this tier 1 tower and it will be the first tower falling. Not going to be able to find it and the bait in. What a lovely bait in there, but he is just so much of sustain here on this tank and he is going to be able to survive. Now the retaliation is going to come through as well and they will be able to clean out the 2 players who was waiting around. And that's going to be 10 kills in favor of Next Evolution, building on that network. It's a 2k network lead, and they will get the first tier 1 tower. And sadly enough for Infinity Legends, they weren't able to even get the tower there. Again, the only difference that I see from previous game is not a lot of attention has been paid to the dragons and the slayers. We did see 1 dragon falling in favor of Next Evolution, but that was about it. But as I say that, the 2nd dragon will also fall in favor of Next Evolution by the looks of it, uncontested as well. That's the Abyssal Dragon falling. That's another buff going in favor of a Next Evolution there. And quite a bit of a gold chunk as well. That's a 3k net worth lead already. Similar start here too. Now they're looking for the Slayer here on the side of Infinity Legends. That they want to, even out the game as much as possible. Yes, they do get the Slayer for free here. Luka needs to be careful, taking quite a bit of damage. He's able to back off, and in the meantime, Delta will find 9 on that bottom lane. Needs to back off though. There is a retaliation coming in, and he's going to be okay for the time being. Meanwhile, mid lane also so tanky on that. Beta actually quite tanked there, managed to back off quite easily. And he's going to be able to recall himself back into base. Again, like I said, not a lot of movement now from either side here. We did see a different playstyle coming out from both the teams. Meanwhile, as I say, the Delta is going to get gone on here. The stun is going to be good. And he's going to be okay. The retaliation might be there. Those Sires will get taken out quite easily. Quite needs to get out. And he will manage to get out or dodge at least for the time being. But they do already lose Sires there. A bit of an uncoordinated jump in there from the side. Meanwhile, they do lose another tower, so that's 1 tower each on actually 2 towers for Next Evolution and 1 tower for the side of Infinity Legends. That was the bottom. Bottom tower is actually still standing. Oh. 9 needs to be careful. Meanwhile, Freeze coming in from the sideline, looking for that kill onto Beta here. Beta taking quite a bit of damage. Jump forward, not really getting himself over the ledge there. But still, Quadri going forward. He is quite tanky. He is up into 3 heroes there, trying to back off. The CC is going to be there. Lux needs to be careful. He's too far forward, but he manages to back off for the time being. The damage output is going to be good enough. A lovely stun coming out from Quadri, but it's just not enough. They don't have the numbers to take this fight. They might actually lose Lux. Lux taking quite a bit of damage, and that's 140 gold going in favor of Luka there, and they will find that kill onto Quadri as well. And now, meanwhile, they will get that bottom tier 1. Dragon has respawned if they want to contest this. Mid tier 2 taking a little bit of chip damage. The top tier 1 is about to go down, and Delta is going to be able to claim that quite easily. So that's 3 towers in favor. Meanwhile, the bottom tower will also fall. So that's 4 towers in favor of Infinite Legends. So a little bit more map control in favor of the side of Infinite Legends. Still anyone's game. It's too early to call it. We did see what happened last game, where Next Evolution had the early advantage and just kind of threw it away. Actually, they had a 10k gold net worth lead, and they still were not able to close it out. Meanwhile, we have Carter going in, just trying to delay this dragon as much as possible. The rotations coming in, Freeze trying to come in from the sideline, dishing out a lot of damage. They will find fun. They find the second as well. A good engagement coming out. And now ITLW will get taken out as well. And these are the kills that they're looking for. Freeze onto a triple kill, looking for the fourth as well. They will find Luka here as well. And that's the quad kill going in favor. Looking for the ace here. Where is Delta? Delta is defending here. Freeze jumping in. He wants this kill, taking so much of damage. And he will get taken down. Just getting a little bit too greedy. Giving the shutdown to Delta. Just a good chunk of gold in going in his favor. But they do take a little bit of chip damage on this mid tier 1, and now respawn. They have respawned. Needs to be careful. Delta days for the time being. The jumping is going to be there, but where is the retaliation? Where is the backline jumping in? And they will find 2. They find 3 as well. A good engagement, just overstaying the welcome. They find the 4th kill as well, and that's Delta getting the double kill as well. Delta getting a good chunk of gold in his favor there. That's all 5 heroes dead on the side of Infinity Legends. And this time we might actually see if they keep up this pace, we might see a game number 3 post here. Jump in. Beta, they do manage to take that tier 2 tower as well. Freeze needs to be careful. He needs to stay alive. He is their main damage dealer, if I'm not mistaken. He needs to keep himself alive.
Our base tower is under attack.
They will get a free Slayer out of this. Is there a retaliation to the Quarter? He's going to be moving forward. The stun is going to be good enough. On to 3 heroes. They will lose out on the Slayer. The jump in from Quarter. He is going to get stunned up days for the time being, but he's so tanky. They do find 1 kill onto Beta. They're looking for more here. Freeze moving forward. Will find that kill onto Delta as well. Looking for Luka as well. Luka manages to get out of dodge, at least for the time being. Will they jump forward? The flash forward from Freeze as well. He's getting greedy here. Luka jump forward. I think that was a mistake. Luka still surviving though, and they will pay for it with his life. SIRI with a lovely engagement. They are getting multiple in that ultimate and will get the triple kill as well. Sayas will fall, trying to go after Luka, and that's an absolute disaster coming out for Infinity Legends. Diving past, I'm not sure what Freeze is thinking. I mean, yes, he is farmed, but he cannot be diving in between that tier 3 tower as well as the tier 2 tower, just taking too much damage from the towers as well as the heroes, and a lovely initiation there from SIRI to turn the tides there. But still, only a 5,000 net worth lead. It's quite big. But as I say that, they will find this kill onto this mid tier 3 tower by the looks of it. Quarter trying to delay it as much as possible, slowing ITLW down, taking a little bit of damage. In the meantime, we do see the Slayer pushing down that top lane. They need to bring him down as well. Meanwhile, they will find that kill onto Beta. Beta will get taken down. Slayer still on the top lane. Luka is trying, Lux is trying to clean it out. He is, the Markham still not being able to do that. That top tier 3 tower is taking quite a bit of damage. No one is going to be helping him out to take the Slayer down. It finally will go down. Meanwhile, they are still looking for engagement. Freeze going in with Quarter here. Needs to be careful though. They are diving into 3-4 heroes here. At least, minimum of 4 heroes here. Beta is the only one who is dead. It's a 3v4 engagement if they do decide to take it now, but Beta is respawning up in 2 seconds. ITLW on the backline though. He has a good positioning here, but if he gets caught out, he's going to be in trouble. They're not going to check him for the time being. They're waiting for this perfect engagement, not going to find it. Now the jump in is going to be there. We have ITLW coming in from the backline. They find one. They're looking for more. And what a disaster of a fight. That backstab coming in from ITLW. They lose 4. Looking for the last man as well. Actually, 1 with the last 9 is actually on the bottom lane. They lose 3. Looking for the 4th kill. And Quatri is not going to be able to get out. And this might be all over if they can force. Can 9 even defend this? Oof, that's a lot of damage onto ITLW. The jump forward is going to be there from SIRI, and they will find that kill. This might be all over, and we might see the game 3-4 steer. Nexus is the only thing that is standing, and they will clean it out. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 1-1 going into this semi-final number 2, and what a performance coming out from both the teams here. We will go the distance in the semi-final number 2 right here at Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022, powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Like I said before, do check out the SLT-MOBITEL platform. It does have a package for absolutely everyone, whether you're just starting out or whether you're a seasoned veteran. SLT-MOBITEL does have the right package for you, so do check it out. They have multiple rewards, multiple challenges, so make sure to check it out. But having said that, we will be going in for a very short break before game number 3. Do stay tuned in, and what a semi-final this is turning out to be. So do join us again in the next 5 minutes. We will be having game number 3 live on screen. See you guys then.
Sri Lanka's biggest university level sports event is back. Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022, powered by SLT-MOBITEL. Official gaming monitor, ViewSonic Gaming. Organized by Gamer.LK and InGame Esports. For updates from the event, make sure to check university.gamer.lk.
Take it everywhere with SLT Go. Data Bow 1, data Bow 1.
A non-stop journey with Data Bow 1 from SLT-MOBITEL Home Broadband.
අපේම පුංචි පැටව් දෙන්නෙක් ගේ පුරාම දුවනවා පනිනවා නම් කොච්චර ලස්සනද. අපිට 12ක්ම පුළුවන්.
Multiple devices එකවර connect කළ හැකි internet like a boss. SLT-MOBITEL fiber.
So there I was, surrounded by mutant monsters. I blasted the one in front of me like, but they were literally dropping out of the sky. So I tossed my last grenade. Bug guts everywhere.
Lose yourself in the game with our ultra-wide curved mini LED monitor.
More data with low latency. Data Bow 1, data Bow 1.
A non-stop journey with Data Bow 1 from SLT-MOBITEL Home Broadband.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Gamer.LK's Inter-University Esports Championship 2022 powered by SLT-MOBITEL, and we are here for semi-final number 2 between the two teams of ESOFT, and they have gone the distance. We are just getting ready for game number 3, which will be live on screen shortly. And for those of you who do not know, this is happening for the 7th year running, and we have had 6 different champions. The 7th year, we might have a new champion, we might have a repeat champion. We'll have to wait and see. But if the trend continues, we will be crowning a new champion. We'll definitely have to wait and see how that all unfolds. The University of Murto are your last champion, so they are looking to defend the title while everyone else is trying to grab that spot for themselves. And while you all do wait for the game to start, a massive shout out to SLT-MOBITEL Fiber. They are absolutely insane. If you are a competitive gamer, a casual gamer, or a general everyday user, SLT-MOBITEL Fiber is the way to go, giving you the lowest latency and the best possible download speeds in the country, as well as crystal clear Ultra HD picture quality. Whether you're streaming, there won't be any buffering lags on YouTube or any other streaming platform. You know, you're working with the most premium broadband connection that you can find in the country with SLT-MOBITEL Fiber. So do check it out if you already do not have it with you. And also just a quick look at the rosters. We do see the roster coming out from Next Evolution. We had Delta, Dinuka, SOVA, and the rest of them, and we do have the roster coming out from Infinite Legends as well. Malshitha, Abhishek, Chathuka, Sathika, and Dinuka for the side of Infinity Legends. But the score stands at 1-1 between the two teams, and this third game is going to be the decider to see who is going to be going on into that grand finals. Regardless, ESOFT is going to be happy with their performance in Arena of Valor. They have been able to secure themselves number 1 and 2 position here, regardless of the outcome of the finals and the semi-finals today. ESOFT as a whole will have a gold and a silver medal in the pocket. University of Murto will obviously be looking to fight out for the third place match, the bronze as well. Looking to get some, more points on the table for them to defend in their title race. We have a lot more finals and a lot more titles to work with. 17 titles overall. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we started off with only 8 to 10 titles back in 2016 when I think it was 2016 when the first inter-university was held. Yes, it was in 2016, and it was Apit who took home the title in that year, and we only had around 8 to 10 titles, but now it has gone up to 17 titles. So these universities have multiple titles that they can fight it out to grab themselves a couple of points in this championship race, as being crowned the best university esports team out there. Having said that, we are going to be getting into the game. Lux going for his standard pickup here. SIRI also going for a very standard pickup. Delta, we do see a switch out coming from him. Interesting. Oh, SIRI actually is switching it up as well. So they are switching out the draft a little bit here and there. We will have to wait and see how it works out for either side. They are looking to change things up a little bit here. And yeah, the draft has ended with Freeze going to be on Zil, so a little bit of a change here and there. SIRI going to be on Mirror as well, so there are changes in terms of the draft that they're working with. Sayaz is actually going to be on Valheim, which he did play the previous time as well. So yeah, pretty different setup coming out from both the sides here. Zil actually reminds me a little bit of Nocturne from League of Legends. I think it was Nocturne. It was called Nocturne. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Looks a bit like that at least. Arthur is going to be the tank on the other side. Yeah, Arthur has to be the tank on the top lane for Next Evolution. Yes, and Beta again going on to that same hero with that hookshot capability, whereas we do see a bit of a switch out coming from the side of Infinity Legends here. But the score stands at 1-1. Both teams are looking to fight for that spot in the grand finals. to be crowned the best arena of Valor team in the country at a university level. Meanwhile, we do see Delta on the mid lane fighting up against 9 here. And we have a mirror match up top lane. Yeah, it is a mirror match up top lane. The two Arthurs are going to be going at each other on that top lane. Delta in the meantime has moved to the bottom lane. They want to try and grab this turtle, and it is going to go in favor of ITLW, who is going to be their marksman and who is going to be farming up, trying to put a little bit of pressure onto the jungle as well. The hook shot from Beta misses completely. Again, these are I don't think it would have converted into a kill, but looking for that chip damage. Meanwhile, 9 is rotating in to try and find something. Not going to be able to find anything. Delta has moved down as well. The stun. Halting things for the time being. They do have SIRI in the jungle as well if needed. SIRI jumps forward and jumps back out, not getting the damage that was required to try and follow it up. Beta does not have the hook shot. Caught taking a little bit of damage there. Meanwhile, the top lane matchup looks a little bit funny. Both the others spinning around. Oh, Beta falling very, very low there. So switch up of roles, and meanwhile SIRI actually grabs the first Slayer, but he might actually pay for it with his life. The support is going to come through. Is it going to be good enough? Yes, it is. They will bring Freeze down, and no retaliation coming out from the side of Infinite Legends. So first blood is going to be drawn by Next Evolution. Fight on the bottom lane. They will lose one. Actually, it was Luka who went down. Beta in the meantime has gone down as well. Again, Infinity Legends getting a head start here, but in terms of net worth, it is Next Evolution who is ahead. They are looking to get the dragon as well. They have no idea that this is happening because 9 has not moved in there. Now he does go in. SIRI is in the vicinity, but he is not in fighting shape. They might be able to claim a free dragon here. We have Freeze coming in as well, Quarterly as coming in also. So it is going to be the dragon claimed by Infinity Legends here. Meanwhile, Lux manages to dive under the tier 1 tower and find, Lux managed to find the kill on Luka, who was diving that tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, mid lane, we do have an engagement here. So much of damage being dished out, but the sustain coming out from 9 is just too good. They might find the kill on the quarter, but the heal keeping himself alive. Delta managed to get away. They want to fight, but SIRI gets stunned up. So unfortunate for him, and Beta will be able to get out. ITLW joins the fight as well. The hook shot misses onto Quartre, and they will back off. It's a 1-4 right now. The kill board, but the net worth wise, I mean, it's quite similar between the two teams so far. Turning out to be one hell of a game for either side. One hell of a series. I mean, it stands at 1-1 between the two teams. Again, the jungle has been invaded from Infinite Legends. They might be moving to that top lane, Luka. Let's be careful. Meanwhile, they are a little bit of tower damage been done. They will claim that bottom tier 1 tower for the side of Next Evolution. Meanwhile, the fight breaks out in the mid lane. They need to be careful. Potter is surviving for the time being. The jump in from SIRI as well. The damage output is absolutely insane. They bring in 4 heroes and they will claim Quattro as well as 9 on that mid lane. Freeze trying to join the fight as well. Freeze needs to be careful, taking so much of damage, trying to back off, and he is going to be able to get out. At least for this time being, Sayaz needs to be careful. Delta with the burst damage coming out will claim that kill. So now it's all even, standing at 4 kills each. And they're looking to claim this second Slayer here. And they might actually get it for free here. Quattro trying to delay this as much as possible, but the damage coming out from SIRI is just absolutely insane. There's a lot of burst potential that he has, but he seems to be a very cheese hero or a champion as we call it. Will go down easily if controlled properly, but that initial jump in damage coming out from him is absolutely insane. And now they are trying to go on Lux. They're ganging up on him. 4 heroes into it. The hook shot is going to be good enough. Lux taking so much damage, tries to ultimate, but it's just not going to do enough to keep him alive, and he will fall. And that's the kill lead going in favor of Next Evolution. And meanwhile, they are going to be jumping onto ITLW as well, and they will find that kill. So 2 quick kills going in, 1 kill each on either side. A very quick one there. While the top lane gank was happening, they were ganking the bottom lane there. Freeze is actually like Nocturne from League of Legends. Looks very similar. 9 needs to be careful. Delta coming in from behind and gets an absolute free kill there. They want to find more SIRI jumping in, trying to do as much damage as possible. Will jump out as well. In the meantime, they will find another kill. Did they get that kill? Yeah, they did get freeze. And meanwhile, they find another onto Sires. They are getting caught out, and the jump in from SIRI trying to crowd control as much as possible. Quattro is going to be able to back off for the time being. And he will get out, and that's the tier 2 tower mid falling. ITLW doing so much of damage. And they will claim the tier 2 tower mid. Seeing it about a 2k gold advantage on the side of Next Evolution. And what a comeback they have been having. They did lose that game number 2, but made a massive comeback in game number 1 to take that and to force Infinite Legends on the back foot. Meanwhile, as I say that, we might see a kill onto Delta here, and SIRI will have to back off. They want to try and contest his dragon though, but he cannot afford to get caught out, but he does get caught out. The slow is going to be there. Can Lux clean this up? The flash forward does not, he's not going to be able to get in. 9 skill shot misses, and they will get a free dragon most probably here. Yeah, there is no contest coming out, and 9 will jump in, and SIRI will... SIRI will actually get cleaned up. The 9 surviving on just a little bit of HP, going to be able to heal himself up, and that's going to be 8-7, and again closing out the lead here. Meanwhile, they do lose another tower, so it's it's 5 towers to 1, so a lot of map control on the side of Next Evolution here. Meanwhile, the engagement on the mid lane, I mean, Quattro, there's very little that he can do. Ganged up by 3, caught out alone, actually ganged up by 4. And meanwhile, Lux needs to be careful, jumps in. The ultimate is going to be there, trying to keep himself alive with the spin, gets dragged back in, and Delta coming in from the side, and they will find that kill onto him as well. Next Evolution taking really good control of this game. Multiple towers, decent gold advantage so far, and has the kill lead as well. So they are looking to build on this. Beta looking for a hook onto Freeze. Freeze managed to jump out. Delta needs to be careful. He's taking so much damage. The sustain, is he going to be good enough? No, it's not. Freeze will clean him up. Getting caught out of position, and they will find that kill onto Beater as well. So there's a lot of back and forth pressure from either side right now. Meanwhile, they're barring down that bottom lane, looking for that kill onto Luka. Luka quite tanky and quite fast as well. He's going to be able to put a decent amount of distance between him and the rest who are chasing him. Meanwhile, in the backline, we do see an engagement happening. IGLW manages to back off only for the time being, and we do see him going down as well. It was Lux jumping in, looking for more here. The ultimate was used by him. Luka chasing after the damage. Is it going to be there? No. Sires will find that kill, and now the turnaround coming out from the side of Infinite Legends, but they are going to disengage at least for the time being, and it was a 2-for-2 trade in the end. Again, not a lot of emphasis on I mean, they have claimed 3 dragons and 3 slayers respectively on either side, but we did see a lot more emphasis being put on this earlier on. Oh my lord, the damage coming out from Delta. Will find the kill onto Sires, will pay for it with his life, though 9 is going to be able to get the trade off, and they are directly moving towards the slayer here. Beta got a little bit of vision on this. He knows that this is happening. The jump out from Lux onto the wrong hero though. Luka, the Garen is going to come from the side as well. They are trying to delay this as much as possible, waiting for Delta to respawn. That's their big, glass cannon damage dealer that they have. And meanwhile, the dragon has also spawned on the bottom lane. Are they going to trade out on either side, or whether they're going to contest is going to be the interesting part here. Again, nothing between the two teams. Meanwhile, the Garen on the top lane will get taken down. 9 trying to run for his life. Beta in the meantime, it was actually Lux jumping in and will find that kill, and Beta and Delta both are forced to back off here, but Delta turns around, so much of damage, he might get taken down. The sustain is good enough. Delta fighting on the tower, finds one, looking for more. The damage coming out from 9 will probably get this kill, and yes he does. He manages to get a double kill. And now the net worth lead going in favor of Infinity Legends by 1k here. 16-15 the game stands. And that's another tower falling, so that's 4 to 5 towers it stands. So it's quite even between the two teams so far, but the pressure is onto the side of Next Evolution. All 3 lanes are kind of, actually 2 lanes are pushed in. This one engagement can mean that it's all over. So both teams playing it very, very carefully right now. Both teams just playing around each other. We do see Next Evolution on the back foot trying to defend for dear life to have a shot at that grand finals. Meanwhile, the jump forward from quad 3, he beat him, needs to back off, at least for the time being. Again, just trading damage. Meanwhile, the jump forward though, is it going to be good enough? Players falling low, left, right and center, and that's such a horrible engagement for the side of Next Evolution. But the turnaround, the kills are happening though. Delta needs to be careful, gets jumped on the Garen, doing so much work here. He will find that kill onto Delta there.
Our base tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, things have slowed down, losing quite a bit of players on either side in those engagements, so they can't really capitalize on the fights that they've been winning or breaking even on.
Infinite Slayer has appeared. Prepare for the final battle.
Mid lane engagement here. We do see multiple heroes falling on the side of Infinity Legends. They lose 3, they will lose 4. This might be a full-on team wipe. 9 is the only man surviving, and he even will get taken down. And Next Evolution looking to close things out here. That's 5 heroes dead. They will get this tier 3 tower mid. This actually might be all over. I don't think they will respawn in time. It might be Next Evolution moving into the grand finals here for Arena of Valor, and that is ESOFT Next Evolution securing themselves a grand final spot, and obviously looking to take the championship away and be crowned the best Arena of Valor team in universities across the country. But having said that, it is going to be it for the day. Again, thank you so much to Gamer.LK for hosting the event, as well as SLT-MOBITEL for powering, and also our official gaming monitor partner ViewSonic Gaming as well. If you all do not know, go check out the site. There are some really interesting gaming monitors from ViewSonic to suit anyone's need. But there you have it, guys. On screen, the winners of semi-final number 2. It is ESOFT, and of course they will be going off into the grand finals face off another team from ESOFT, and like I said before, they have secured themselves the gold and silver medal for Arena of Valor. Third place is a different story. Of course, all these updates will be on the Gamer.LK Facebook page, so do check that out as well. And having said that, thank you so much everyone for joining. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and a shout out to the production crew behind the scene as well. But with that, it's going to be me, Tara, signing off. Catch you guys again with more exciting games throughout the entire month of the Gamer.LK Inter-University Esports Championship 2022, powered by SLT-MOBITEL. I shall catch you guys later. See you guys.